Hello friends, have you ever thought about parting out appliances to sell online to resell for profit? Well, in this video, I'm going to be parting out two vintage machines. I paid less than $20 for both of them together, and I'm excited to show you my process. So let's get started. Welcome back to Reseller Rowboat, my friends. I'm so glad you're here. So let's get started on parting out these two appliances. I paid $7.99 for this one, and it is a vintage Betty Crocker power juicer. It's like from the 1990s, and the model number is B as in boy, C as in cat, 1480. And so as you can see here, I have a lot of pieces. So this right here is called the food pusher. And then we have the two latches on the side. I do recommend that you sell the latches. You can remove them quite easily. This machine needs quite a bit of cleaning on the outside. I'll do that in a little while. All right, I'm going to take the rest of this off. All right, then we have the two pulp containers. So I'm thinking I might sell those separately. One for the left and one for the right. We're going to be doing some research here in the next part of this video, and we're going to determine whether it's better to sell them together or separate. And I'm thinking I can make more money if I'm selling them separately. All right, then I'm going to remove this lid right here. All right, this part here is just called the blade, and this is actually called the pulp separator. So then we have the lid, and I'm not sure if I showed you the food pusher already. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. I sell the two latches together. That's 5 and possibly 6 parts this machine. All right, because this is a vintage machine, I am considering selling the base. I just need to plug it in and make sure it powers up. If I don't sell the base, I'm going to remove these rubber feet here with a pair of needle nose pliers. The feet will sell. They won't sell for a lot, but I usually get between $7.99 and $9.99 for them, $3.99 shipping. So I usually sell them in packs of 2 or 4. And this one already is coming up quite easily just with my finger. So this is what it looks like right here. Because I am moving, I'm probably not going to sell the base because I'm trying not to have to move so many things. Now I'm going to try to take the latches off. So usually just use a little screwdriver, pop it in the sides. All right, unfortunately I was not able to get these latches out without breaking the latches, so I'm going to go ahead and discard this whole piece. Like I said, normally I would sell the base, but I'm getting ready to move. Don't need any extra stuff laying around. All right, the second vintage piece that I got, I paid, I believe it was $5.99 for this one. So $7.99 for the Betty Crocker, $5.99 for this one. This is a Cyclone Turmix juicer, and it's made in Mexico. And the only ones I was able to find on the internet were written in Spanish, the manuals, but fortunately this is very similar to the Krups juicer, and so I was able to find the names of the pieces. So let's see what I got for $6. Here's the food pusher, excuse me, the lid. You have to pop this out. I had to watch a video to figure this out. Pops right out. This is the blade, and this is the separator. So just to do a recap before we move on with this video, for the Turmix, I paid $6, and I managed to get 6 parts off of it, including the feet. So that's an average of $1 per part. And for the Betty Crocker power juicer, including the feet, I have 6 pieces. I paid $8 for the machine, so that's average $1.33 per part, all in from me. If you're interested in parting out appliances to resell online, be sure you check out my playlist called How To's. There are lots of appliance videos there that will teach you how to part out, take photos, and things like that. So let me go ahead and get these appliances cleaned up, and then we'll take some photos, and then we'll do some research and find out how much I'm going to list these for. All right, one of the questions I get a lot from my subscribers is, how do I clean my appliance parts? And the answer to that is, most of the time I put them in the dishwasher if they are dishwasher safe. But you'll find that even after you put them in the dishwasher, sometimes things do not get cleaned inside in the cracks, especially in coffee filters. So a lot of times I'll take a Q-tip and rub them off really, really well and make sure that all the coffee grounds are out. So just do the best that you can. I have arthritis, and so I do have a disclaimer in all of my listings that I have tried my very best to clean the parts, but that there may still be some sticky residue from tape and a few stains that I wasn't able to get out. If you're enjoying this content so far, I invite you to subscribe to my channel by simply clicking the Rowboat in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen anytime during this video. Be sure you hit the notification bell so you'll be notified the next time I go live or upload a video. And as always, I would greatly appreciate a thumbs up. Now let's take a look at some of the photos that I took. I take all of my photographs on a wooden table, and I do that for one simple reason. I used to take it on white butcher paper, but after things come out of the dishwasher, sometimes there are water droplets that fall on the paper, and then they make water spots on my paper, and the pictures look really awful. So I started using a wooden table, and that way, if I do drop a little bit of water, all I do is simply clean it up with a towel, and it looks great. So here are some of my photos. Be sure that you take photos from all angles. That way, if your item is damaged during transit, your customer cannot say that one side was bashed in. All angles have been photographed, and the United States Post Office will cover you if anything is damaged. Now we're going to go over to my PC screen, and I'm going to do a little bit of research to find out how much I should list these parts for. Okay, first we're going to talk about this vintage Betty Crocker power juicer, BC 1480. I did a Terapeak research search under used and fixed price, and the most expensive one sold for $39.98 plus $10 shipping, and it looks like it came in the box. I did find a brand new one for $42.99 that sold. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to think about, if someone was going to just need one piece, how much would they be willing to pay for it? They can get the whole thing for $49. How much are they going to pay for just a lid, or just the blade, or just the food pusher? I have to think about that, because look, not very many pieces have sold. Here's the blade. It sold for $15.75 plus shipping, and here it sold for $14.97 plus shipping. And there are the pulp juice buckets. Look like they sold both of them together for $9 plus $9.90, which that's a lot of shipping price. That's a high shipping price, because these are going to go first class. So someone upped their shipping price there. So I guess what I'm going to do, guys, is typically I would take this $15.75 for the blade, and I would multiply $15.75, and I would multiply it by 25%. So typically I would list these for like $18.99, this blade, and then I always run a 10% sale, and then I offer 15% off on offers to watchers. Then that would get me down to about the $14.99, $15.99 range. So that's what I'm going to list that part for. I'm going to list it for $18.99 plus shipping. That will be first class shipping. Because no other items have already sold, sometimes I will go over to eBay itself and see what is listed actually for sale at the moment. So let's just go ahead and do that, see what we can come up with. So here someone's got those two juice buckets for $9. I'm curious as to what their shipping is. See, $10 expedited shipping. It's not going to cost $10 to ship those, guys. That's first class. They're very lightweight. $12.50 on the Betty Crocker food pusher, free shipping. Here is the separator and the lid. There's a separator again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to be as competitive as possible with these. So we're going to do $12.99 plus shipping on the food pusher. I'm going to offer something different than this person. I'm going to offer each one of these buckets separately. So it's called a pulp juice bucket, and I will put the left one and then the right one. I'm going to list each one of them for $12.99 plus shipping. I may actually go up as high as $15.99 plus shipping. I'm going to think that over for a little bit. The separator, I'm going to go ahead and put $19.99 plus shipping. This person has free shipping, but I'm going to be taking offers. And then the lid, I see $21.99 our best offer, and I see $23 buy it now. So I'm going to do $22.99 on the lid, and I'm going to add shipping, and I always add best offer. So I'm going to come in very competitively on all of these. The one thing that I don't see, and I haven't seen at all, are the feet for the base. So I'm going to go ahead and price those a little bit high. I'm going to price them at $12.99 and or best offer, since I don't see them listed at all and I don't see that any of them have sold. That means I can name my price. All right, now here's an interesting situation. For the Cyclone Turmix, I've done a research on Terapeak, and I have tried Cyclone Turmix separated, and I have tried Cyclone Turmix together, and I haven't found any that have sold. So that means I've got a pretty good product here, I think. Let me go ahead and look here on eBay, see what is listed. I don't see anything. Let me go ahead and separate that out. All right. See, it's not coming up. So I have the market on this one. So typically when I have the only one, I want to go ahead and try to get as much money for each part as I can. So I'm going to try to shoot for $20 on each part, except for the food pusher, since it is so small, and the feet. But the lid, the blade, the separator, I'm going to try to get 20. So I'm going to list those for $25 each. I'm going to list the feet for probably $15.99 each, and I'm going to list the pusher for $15.99 because, hey, I've got the market, right? Okay, after I do my research, what I do is I write my prices down on sticky notes so I know exactly what I'm going to charge for each one. Again, I'm going to charge shipping on each one of my appliance parts, right? And then I'm going to have these, when I'm doing my listing, it's going to be super fast, and I'm not going to be doing a lot of back and forth. Okay, I've listed the parts. Before I show you my listings, I just want to tell you that I did separate these two pulp baskets out. So I had a total of 12 parts. That averages $1.17 per part that I paid. And if I net $10 average per part, that'll give me $120. It took me about 20 minutes to list these parts because I'd already done my research, and I used the Sell Similar button. All right, now let's take a look at what my listings look like. I hope you enjoy this video. I would love to see what you decide to part out in the future. Until next time, may God keep you in his pocket and paddle on.